Hello Virgo, how are you doing? This is Scorpio Stellium here, your no bullshit tarot card reader. We are going to do your predictions for the week of September 27th. Now remember to check your rising sign predictions for the week as well. All right, here we go. We're going to look at what energy you're bringing into this week, what the majority of this week is going to be about, and how you're going to close it out. It's not really fall here yet. It's getting to be fall. And I just love cozy sweaters. So I got myself a new cozy sweater. I hope y'all like it. Fall clothes are the best clothes. I love them. Okay. What you bringing into this week? What's going on with you, Virgo? And what's going to support this reading? Okay. We're going to start off here with what you're bringing into the week. This is the 10 of Wands, the 9 of Coins, and the reversed Sun. So this to me feels like you or another person really tapping into your independence. You're doing a lot. I think this is you, but it could be a person in your life that you're experiencing this from them, but it does very much feel like somebody is like taking on a lot of roles. They're wearing a lot of hats. I'm going to say you for the sake of simplicity here, but this just seems like it may be almost a little much, honestly, Virgo, because I mean, everything Virgo is going to do, you are going to do right. You're going to do it, methodically and practically, and it's going to be done well. So you have to be careful when you take on a ton of stuff, really, because we can't do everything perfectly, right? So this is what it feels like for you, but you're doing this, I think, because you have a goal in mind and you're trying to realize something. This is what you're bringing into the week. It does feel like with the reversed Sun, there may be some doubts that you're having about it. It can also feel like you're not quite there yet, or you're not where you thought you would be at this point. So it's not a bad attitude that you're bringing into the week at all. It's just you're still hustling, you're still working really hard, and you're doing it as this fiercely independent individual. The majority of the week here, we have all these cards are reversed. So what I actually am seeing this as is a kind of a turned down version of the upright in this situation and in this reading. And let me explain to you why. So I have the reversed Hierophant, the reversed Queen of Cups, and the reversed Magician. This feels like somebody in your life is sulking, is being immature. This could be you as well, but I'm just letting you know that it looks like an individual is behaving that way. I'm kind of feeling bad for themselves because they don't have all of the tools or the help or the assistance that they need. So if this is you, it may be in your life this week that you have taken on so many things and you need like your family, your domestic partners, people who live with you, your spouse, whatever. You might need somebody to help you out and like do the dishes and take out the trash because you don't have time this week. So it seems like there is some stress there, and the emotions are getting a little like fuzzy. The emotions are getting a little rough. There's the word I'm looking for. Because when you need help and you're not getting it, and you also just piled all this stuff into your life, it's going to get frustrating. Now, I want to say that you have the reversed Four of Wands as your card that is supporting this reading. Okay? This is good. This makes me think that despite all of this, there's going to be a way to fix this, to work it out with the person that you, or the people that you're needing help from. I think that it comes down to having a a meeting, you know, having a little talk about what you put in your life and what help you need. The thing is, you probably are the one that decided to do all of this stuff. Now, you may be saying like, yeah, it was necessary. I had to do it. I have to work. I have to clean the house. I have to help so-and-so with whatever. Okay, I get it. I get it, Virgo. And I know that you are a helper and you are somebody who is there to serve. You really do want to be somebody that people come to when they need help. I just want to say though that that's not necessarily the fault of the people that you're needing help from now, okay? Because like the tasks are getting like delegated and redelegated, and you know, sometimes we're like, okay, I've got all this on my plate, I need you to help me. And they're like, yeah, you put all those tasks on your plate. If it sounds like I'm speaking from personal experience, well, I'm not going to tell you. Okay. All right. So the last line here, what energy you're taking out of the week before we go and look at love for you, is the King of Wands, the Two of Swords, and reverse Temperance. All right. This feels like a much better energy. You or somebody else being more flexible and allowing either help. It feels like a lot of help coming in. It feels like either you helping someone else, people helping you, everybody's getting along. There's some delegation of tasks now. We've worked out kind of the feel of the rest of the reading. The Two of Swords here, it does seem like there's some opposition to get to that point. So be careful with how you approach others with saying, I need your help. But you know what? Even better is if you can kind of prevent some of this. If you can tell some of the other things or the other tasks that you have, like, look, I'm going to need more time, or I'm just not flat out not going to be able to do it. It's okay to have boundaries. That's the key word for the week. Have boundaries, okay? Because reverse temperance here, it can cause frustration if you aren't having these boundaries and then people are walking all over you or people are taking advantage of you. It's not going to be good for anybody, you and the people in your life. So I want to say that this feels to me like you're going to be dealing with Taurus, you're going to be dealing with a lot of fire energy here. So I'm going to go ahead and say Aries, Leo, Sag individuals. I also think that, Sag is really strong in this reading. I'm going to stop there because that's what this feels like to me for their sun, moon, and rising. But you do have the discipline to do this. That's why I said I feel like it's turned down energy or turned down like the volume, the severity of what this could be. It's not going to be that bad because you, Virgo, are really good at organizing everything. So even if you get to a point where you feel really stressed, which is how I think it's going to be at the beginning of the week, you're able to figure everything out. Your stress level is going to be better towards the end of the week as long as you make sure to not take on too much, have those boundaries, and delegate tasks. If this sounds very boring, then let's go ahead and just look at love. But I still think this is how your week is going to go, okay? All right, so let's pull cards for love. Love for Virgo this week of September 27th. Somebody's keeping tabs on you, Virgo. Interesting. It's like somebody may be checking your social media. They may be asking around about you. Huh. Very interesting. It looks like they're doing this because they don't want to have a conflict with you. There may have been conflict in the past, but this looks like they want some type of like resolution with you, or some type of like peace made or compromise made with you. But I'm feeling like they want to reach out and communicate. I think that somebody is actually going to be reaching out and communicating because I have the Magician. Okay. The Magician makes me feel like with this Page of Swords next to it, it does feel like there's going to be some kind of like a breakthrough. There's some messages sent. I just feel very like a lot of verbal communication here with this reading. Then I have reverse Seven of Swords, Five of Swords, and the Empress. I don't know that you're going to respond to it so well. This might be somebody that you don't really want back in your life. They may have good reason for them not being sure how you're going to take it. You know, I feel like there's a little reluctance with the reverse Five of Wands to actually want to engage with you. And I think that that's, you know, that's because in the past, I think you either caught them doing something that they should not have been doing, or you were just on to them, and whatever their scheme or their thing was that you didn't like, you were like, I know what you're doing and I don't want any part of that. Like, you're not going to do that to me. And that's why I think this is going the way it is, but they want to reach out. I just don't feel like you're too into it. I think that you're feeling like you may entertain them. You may, like, by saying entertain them, I mean, like, you may hear them out. You might be like, all right, I get where you're coming from. I'm not angry at you, but I don't know that this is something that you really want in your life, because the response to it looks like the reverse Eight of Wands. Looks like you're not feeling it. Reverse Five of Coins, I think that you tell them that you forgive them, that there's no hard feelings, but you've already got, like, your life established the way that you want it, and there's really not a place for them in it right now, especially with what happened in the past. So this might be one of those things that it's like an ex maybe reaching out for some reason, or somebody that you were involved with in a romantic way. It could have been somebody that you just went on one date with. I don't know. It just feels like there's no real impetus for you to connect with them anymore. It seems like it's kind of a done deal on your side of things. This looks like you could be dealing with, you know, I'm feeling a lot of earth energy. I'm feeling a lot of, you know, Taurus, a lot of Virgo, as well as, you know, you're Virgo, but other Virgos, Capricorn. I am feeling possibly Libra in this, okay? But this could be their sun, moon, and rising. So that's what I'm feeling is going on for you in love this week. Now I'm going to pull a card for you from higher power, higher self, universe, whatever you call, you know, the thing beyond that we don't know, we can't see, we just sense is there. All right. This is from the Moonology deck, so let's see what your general thing you need to hold on to for the week is. Okay, a new start is coming. Very interesting, because Four of Wands was the supportive card from our first read, which I often see the Four of Wands as being a reconciliation. So that's interesting to have a new start is coming, but this is the new moon. So it's like energy is fresh. It can develop into anything you want. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week.